Yeah, go on, line one.
Hiya. Hello?
Hello, yeah.
Ian.
Yeah?
I ain't got much credit. I'm just doing a quick call. I'm just intrigued by everything you're saying tonight.
Yeah.
I'm a white witch and I'm a vegetarian, so it's like got me goat up a bit.
You got your goat up?
I'm one that, yeah, literally.
Put your goat back down. We don't. You don't want that. What's got your goat up?
No, I'm the one that tweeted you with the sex magic.
Oh, Louise.
Yeah, it's Louise, yes.
Hello, Louise. I'm still looking...
might cut off in a minute.
That's all right.
Can we not phone her back quick?
I'm sorry, but...
No, we'll keep bloody...
phone me back?
No, we're good, because we're not going to phone anyone back tonight, so I'm sorry. Oh, no, actually, do you know what we will?
She's running out of credit.
Yeah, all right. Sam, go and give Louise a quick call. Go and give Louise a quick call, and we'll do that. But I'm not really that bothered if she's running out of credit, to be honest. I just that kind of vibe I like about the show tonight. Louise, stay there. We'll find out whose pube it is on that book. And more. Now, is it Louise or Louisa?
It's Louise.
Louise. Thank you, Louise.
Go Wales.
So you sent us... I can't see your tweet now because I've just had to scroll through 200 tweets. But you sent us a picture of a magic book with a pube on it.
My dog's there.
Okay.
I got my book out.
It was your dog's hair. All right.
I'm a clean lady.
Okay. Oh, there you go. Well, that's...
Tidy work surface is always something we should be proud of.
I don't do body hair. I'll just put that out there on air.
Yeah. Okay, so give us... Because here's the thing. Can we speak frankly?
Yes,
Mr. Shankly. Yes. I'm mistrustful of white witches.
Excuse me, sorry. Hang on, I've got my son echoing downstairs at me a minute, sorry. Just repeat yourself, sorry.
Yes. I am mistrustful of white witches.
Why? I don't get that, why?
Because what is the point?
What is the point?
What is your why?
What is my why?
Yes.
It's to help people. We do healing spells. We do love spells to help people find love. We do it, like I said, we do healing spells to help people recover from illness and stuff like that. It's all about putting positive energy out there. But with all witches, you've got your white and your dark witches. You've got your grey area too.
Yeah.
So
well, you don't have a grey area. You just said that you're shaved.
No, all witches have got a grey area.
Right,
we're you've got your yin yang, your dark, your light.
Yes.
Everybody's got that grey area.
Well, hang on. There's no grey. Let's get pedantic.
There is.
There's no grey area in yin and yang. There's yin and yang.
Yeah, which is your black and your white, which is representing your good side, your dark side.
Yeah, but there's no grey area in yin and yang.
Okay, all right then. There might not be a grey area. But I suppose we sort of like...
You know what she means. Stop being tight.
But she's... I want to get... No, I tell you why. Is I'm not saying this for a laugh. I'm not saying this for a laugh, Louise. I want to get this absolutely spot on. So I am going to pick up on things like that because I want to get this absolutely spot on because I'm fascinated, right? And I really appreciate you calling in and I really appreciate you sending that picture. Okay, so are you saying then that this grey area, is it like being... I'm trying to put it into terms that I can understand. Is it like being tempted by the dark side? No, I'd say the grey area just represents everyone in humanity, I suppose, if you're going to put it cheesily. It's like everyone's got a good side, a bad side. Yes.
But majority of people live on in the grey area, which is like you all think good thoughts, you think bad thoughts.
Okay.
So a lot of white witches, sometimes if we're pissed off, we won't go deep into the black side, which I suppose can get called like dark magic, satanic magic.
Yeah.
But if someone pisses me off, I will X them. And I've done that before. And I know you might think it's a load of bollocks and you don't believe in it.
All right, just
Sorry, am I allowed to swear?
No, okay, well, I think we've used up all our swears for this month.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No. Well, listen, so go on. So that's not a very white thing to do, is it? Put a hex on somebody.
It's not. But this is what I'm saying. People perceive white witches to be all angelic.
With
and
great power comes great responsibility.
And fluffy and light. We humans. End of day. So
are you?
if someone gets us angry, we're still going to deal with that in our way, but not as deep as someone who's into black magic would.
Okay, so what would someone?
My signature call. If someone,
I didn't ask that. I wasn't going to ask that. I want to know. I want to know what someone did to warrant a hex and what hex you put on them.
Well, this is exactly what I was just going to say then. My signature call is if someone is really irritating me, talking ill of me, or doing something bad against me. My signature thing, if someone's talking bad about you, my first call is to give them a sore throat, so then they can't no longer talk.
But hang on, your signature move.
My signature move is giving someone a sore throat.
Well, that's not very white magic. I would call you black magic, woman.
That's not black at all. That's just being like.
It's quite black.
No, that's grey.
Giving someone a sore throat is grey.
That's grey. I'd go well deeper than that if that were black magic.
Yeah, she'd choke him.
Yeah, but that's...
Well, no, not breathe.
But surely grey is...
And I never use no animals anyway. I'll just put that out there because I'm vegetarian. You'll find that a lot of witches are vegetarian because we are connected to nature and animals.
Yeah, but what if a dog pissed you off? Would you put a hex on that?
Put a heck. I love my dog to bits. I love my dog more than humans.
Okay. Well,
that's why his pubes on my book.
I don't think dogs have pubes. Pigs do. Pigs do. I've seen them. Okay, so what is the worst? What is the worst? Could you give someone? Could you give someone like cancer?
I wouldn't do that.
No. I didn't ask that. Could you?
I don't know. I've never tried.
Is there a spell to give someone a disease like that?
There's spells to do bad things, but I've never personally wanted to do that. That's all I'm going to say.
I don't believe you.
There is.
I don't know. I believe that there are spells to give people bad things. I don't believe you've never done it.
No, I'd never do that.
I don't believe you.
Why?
Because
why do you not believe me?
Because you're very emotional.
I've never wished death on somebody. That's horrific.
Well, hang on a second. I've not. Who's mentioned death?
You've just said death spell or cancer. I'd never do that.
No. Isn't this interesting? Isn't this interesting? I didn't mention a death spell.
I thought you just said death or cancer.
No, I said cancer.
Yeah, but which?
I didn't mention death.
Normally finishes in death.
It doesn't always. There's remission. Isn't it funny where your head is? What you're hearing that isn't being said?
That's just from my family background. The normal people I've had with cancer.
But you thought I'd said the word death. I didn't say the word death.
I think it's just because I associate that word with death.
All right then.
Yeah.
But you're obviously a very emotional woman.
Yes.
And sometimes when we are emotional, we lose ourselves in rages and in tempers, right?
Yes, I agree with that.
And I do not believe that you have not at some point, in a rage...
Shut up! Sorry, my dog's trying to get his pennies with him.
Put a hex on his throat.
I will do now.
Did you put a hex on his testicles and get them chopped off?
He's already had that.
There we go, you see. I do not believe that in a rage, because I bet you get... Just then when we heard you tell your dog to shut up, that was low level, but that was still quite funny. I bet you get huge.
That's because he left that pube we were up to. He's embarrassed me tonight. So
I do not believe that you have not, in one of your wild, sweeping rages... done a really bad spell on someone.
I want you to die. I'm not like one of them.
Can you do me a favour, Louise? Can you just, in that voice you just did it then, can you say midnight?
Midnight.
That's her. 40 years later, we found her. You're the woman that phoned up my house and scared the life out of me when I was a kid.
Did you get hexed as a kid?
Yeah, I got hexed as a kid.
Really?
Well, in as much as someone phoned... Here's the story, right? I was about 6 years old, and it was late at night. We waited for my dad to come home. I think Morecambe and Wise was on, and there was a phone call. It was quite, say late, it was about 9 o'clock, and my mum answered it. And she put the phone down and she looked weird. And I said, Mum, who was that? Who called? She went, oh, I don't know, but it was terrifying. It was this voice, and this woman just went, midnight, and then put the phone down. And I'll be honest, Louise, that is the single most terrifying... Shut that bloody dog. That is the single... Oh, it's a common witch. That is the single most terrifying thing that has ever happened to me in my life, and the worst example of bad parenting, of many. You know, this is from a woman who bit me to stop me biting my sister and the cat. That was the worst bit of parenting she ever did.
Oh my God!
Okay, but what would you have to do to put a bad spell on someone? I mean, if the worse the spell, do you have to slaughter an animal or do it on a pentagram?
I've never slaughtered an animal. I wear a pentagram. I've got one tattooed on my back.
Oh, so you can do it on your pentagram?
I've never actually.
It's not answering a single question.
Physically slaughtered an animal in it to do a bad spell on no. Answer your question.
Well, that wasn't my question.
What was your question?
The question was...
I told you I'm a bit inebriated.
There we go.
I'm not as bad as some of your callers.
Oh, God, trust me, you're one of the more sensible ones. The question was, is it the stronger the negative spell, the more you have to do? For example, if you were going to give someone a fatal disease, would you have to kill an animal?
No, not at all. The simple way of breaking it down is spells are thoughts and thoughts are words. If you remember it like that, everything you think is a word.
Yes.
And basically, your words are your thoughts and your thoughts are a spell. If you can learn how to emit them out into the universe...
Yeah.
Sometimes it can be with positivity, sometimes it can be with anger, like you say. If you're in a bad mood, if you're wanting to ex someone, that's all a spell is, basically. Right. With a few tools thrown in.
Is it true?
Like, you've got to have the elements at earth.
Can I ask you a question, Louise? Is it true that whatever you put out, you get back?
Threefold.
Yeah, is that true?
I've never had that personally. Like I said, I've given people sore throats, but I've never had a sore throat. If I give someone a sore throat, make it last a week, I've never had a sore throat for 3 weeks. So
Okay. Well, we're gonna. Okay. There's obviously one thing we have to ask Louise to do. So who wants it done to them? Who wants a hex put on them? Catherine?
Sam?
Yeah, sure.
Well, hang on a minute.
I've already done one thing.
I can't let Sam have it.
The only thing I can do is sore throat at the minute. I'm still learning after 5 years.
Oh, she's an amateur. This is it.
I am an amateur, but
put a hex on.
Go on, do me. I don't mind.
All right, do a hex on Kath.
I can't do it right now. Obviously, I've got things to do, but...
What have you got to do?
In a couple of days, she might have a bit of a sore throat, yeah.
Sorry? At the end of... What did you say? In a couple of days, she might have a bit of a sore throat? Is that it?
Yeah.
Is that the spell?
It'll get worse.
Is that it?
Don't give me...
You may
I'll
cough.
concentrate on Kath tonight.
Don't give me a really bad one. Just give me a little tickle.
You want a really bad one?
No, I don't want a bad one.
Make her lose her...
For that now.
Make her lose... God, make her lose her voice.
I think I should get Iain, and then what's going to happen to your show then?
Oh.
If you get one.
Okay. Well,
get just sign language or type.
Put one on me. Give me one.
I'll give you both one then.
All right.
See what happens.
Cheeky. And sex magic, you into that?
I've never tried it personally. I've read about it, but it's not something I thought I needed to ever try because I'm awesome at it anyway. So
you what?
She's awesome.
I'm awesome at it anyway, so I never have to try it. So.
I don't think you're a real witch, but Louise, it's nice talking to you. Thanks very much. Ta-ta. Bye-bye.
She's going to give me a sore throat from laughing.
She's also. I don't think she didn't understand any of what magic was. Wow. Sex magic doesn't make you good at sex.
Suddenly your boobs go massive. Or suddenly you're Claudia Schiffer.
We're going to go to a break in a second, Sam. Thank you, mate. Sorry, you're running around all over the place. I enjoyed that. Thank you, Louise. There we go. That was an hour.
Funny.
That was an hour. I enjoyed that a lot. Well, let's. So her doing the spell is going right. In a day or two, you'll have a sore throat.
You might have the start of a sore throat.
You might have the start of a sore throat.
I've got one through from James. I've put a hex on you. You might get the mild sniffles in the next 2 or 3 years. So beware,
guys.
Tales of mystery and imagination on the radio show that does things differently.
Dolly Parton, I listen to a record all day long.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee.
I'm a nut job, but not that kind of nut job.
On Talk Radio.
Honest to God, it's the new Breaking Bad.
Oh no!